What's going on, guys? Only got a few new items the last couple weeks. Sorry I've been AWOL, recouping from that Kumite. It was one heck of a battle. Guys, you wouldn't believe it. When I got back to the troop after the Kumite, one of the young buck Bigfoots thought he was Bigfoot enough to take my silver. We had an all-out battle. Needless to say, I'm still here, and I left him in a patch of poison ivy to rot.
How did you find these remains, and what made you think initially this could be Bigfoot's remains?
Well, I found it west of Old Fort Central Adirondack Park, and the reason I found it was just being in the right area where I could smell it, because this body was decaying, and I just followed my nose deeper and deeper and deeper until, bam, there's this 8-foot-long, 300-pound specimen in front of me, and this thing was sitting in a poison ivy patch and just was absolutely disgusting.
Hey y'all, I'm Littlefoot Silver Stacker. Welcome in. Let's see what kind of precious metals we have today.
So, I had recently picked up some 35% war nickels as well as some 40% Kennedys. When I got those, also got a few bags here. So this is one of the bags from the mints, and this was from the Denver Mint, 192. That was an internal number for them to keep up with this. And it was from September 26, 1995. So yeah, I just thought that was a cool old canvas bag. And it was given to me absolutely free. So I'm super thankful that they gave it to me. Pretty awesome. The second one they gave me was another canvas bag. This was number 3, do not cut, returned to the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, Georgia. So yeah, that's the state I live in and actually the city I was born in. So pretty awesome bag here as well. So super stoked to have got these 2 bags. Really quite awesome. I got a third bag. I'm going to make a short about it and what it was, but it's pretty neat as well. But here are those war nickels that I ended up picking up. I had a few of them already, but I added 20 or so more to the pile. So this puts me around 45 of these war nickels. With a full roll of nickels that are all 35% silver, it equals about 2 1/4 troy ounces of pure silver that would be inside of those nickels. And of course, that's if they're not all slicked out and all come up to the weight that they should be. But they're rarely that. I believe even, where's the fancy one Jolly Roger gave me? I believe even this one here, it has been replated, but I think it would weigh just a little bit under as well. This was from 1943, and it was from the Philadelphia Mint. So yeah, I went ahead and got that. I don't have a lot of 35%. Matter of fact, that's all of it right there. And I only had 4 or 6 halves that were 40%, but I went ahead and purchased all of them that he had. So now I've got quite a few of these 40% halves here. And a full roll of 40% halves is just shy of 3 troy ounces. I think it's 2.95 ounces for a full $20 roll. No, I'm sorry, a full $10 roll being 20 of these. So, pretty cool. And I even have one here that's a proof. So yeah, this is all of my 40% and all my 35%. And I'm not sure. When I called around to check for prices and who was buying, they told me they would only give me $2 a piece for the nickels and between $5 and $6 a piece for the halves. But if I was to take and trade all of these in, I could get a 5-ounce bar of pure silver from them. I'm just debating if I want to keep this for the numismatic part or if I'd rather have a 5-ounce bar. I've got a few 5-ounce bars, so I might just hold off for a while and enjoy these halves and these nickels here. What do you guys think? What would you do? Would you hang on to the halves and the nickels, or would you go ahead and swap those out for something a bit more pure? Alright, like I said, not a whole lot of new stuff. Every month can't be a banner month. So just keep stacking. Every little bit counts. You can now send me a letter, swag to be displayed, or a donation to help the channel at P.O. Box 22, Salty, Nacoochee, Georgia 30571. Oh, I did pick something else up new in the last couple weeks. Our long family cat, Miss Pickles, had passed, and my son is recently moving from one house to another, and he asked if we couldn't hang on to the grand cat for him. So this is Mild. She's a little thing compared to Mrs. Pickles. She is super afraid of the 3 dogs in the house, and I'm trying to integrate her. So I took and built some steps on the back side of the door here. Let me get a different angle. That way she could climb on up and get up high away from the dogs. And that's the pillow that she's been laying on recently. So I just went ahead and brought it out here and stuck her up high, just so she could get the smells and see the sights and see the dogs are not gonna get her or anything like that. That's it. That's my new additions.
Keep stacking. Every little bit counts.